Making English easy for everyone.
Speak English with Jay and May.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to Speak English with Jay and May, your cozy little place to build your English confidence. I'm May.
Hello, May, and hello, everyone. I'm Jay. How are you today, May?
I'm doing really well, Jay. Actually, I just got back from the grocery store, and I was thinking I used so many verbs just during that one trip. I picked up some fruit, I checked my list, I paid at the counter.
Wait, so verbs are everywhere?
Yes, that's exactly what today is all about. We're talking about 100 everyday verbs, the ones you use every single day without even thinking about it.
Ooh, 100. That sounds like a lot, but also kind of exciting.
It's super exciting, and don't worry, we're not going to list them all out like a boring textbook. We're going to talk through them, use them, and make them stick.
Okay, I love that. No textbooks today.
Exactly. No textbooks, just real English, real life.
Before we dive in, May, can I say something really quick to our listeners?
Of course. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey everyone, if this podcast helps you learn English, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.
Yes, we make a new episode every single day, so turn those notifications on. Okay, let's get into it.
So, May, where do we even start with 100 verbs?
Okay, so let's think about your morning. The moment you wake up, what do you do?
I wake up, I open my eyes, I check my phone.
See? You already used 3 verbs. Wake, open, check. Those are everyday verbs right there.
Oh, wow. So verbs are basically actions we do every day?
Exactly. A verb is an action word, and the most powerful verbs are the ones you use every single day, not fancy words, just simple ones.
Okay, so what are some of the big ones, like the most common ones?
Let's start with the basics. Get, go, come, take, make, give, put, keep, let, and set. These 10 verbs alone, you can build hundreds of sentences with just these.
Really? Just 10 verbs?
Think about it. Get up in the morning, go to work, come back home, take a shower, make breakfast. All of that just from those 10 verbs.
Okay, that's actually kind of mind-blowing. I didn't realize I was already using these so much.
And that's the thing. Most learners think they need big, impressive words, but native speakers, we use simple verbs all the time. We just use them really well.
So, it's not about using big words, it's about using simple words really well.
Exactly. You just said it perfectly, Jay.
Look at me go.
Okay, so let's talk about the next group. These are verbs about thinking and feeling. Know, think, feel, want, need, love, like, hate, mean, and understand.
Oh, these feel more personal, right? Like emotions and thoughts.
Yes, and here's the interesting part. A lot of learners skip these because they don't seem active, but they're everywhere in conversation.
Like, I don't understand or I need help.
Perfect examples. Or, I feel tired today. I think you're right. I know what you mean. These make your English sound so natural.
You mean like, without these verbs, our English sounds a bit robotic?
Kind of, yeah. Imagine someone saying only, I go, I eat, I sleep, with no feeling words. It sounds like a robot report.
Like a homework assignment, not a real person.
Exactly. So mix action verbs with thinking and feeling verbs, and suddenly you sound like a real human being.
Okay, what's the next group?
Now we're moving into communication verbs. Say, tell, ask, speak, talk, Answer, explain, call, write, and read.
Oh, these are all about talking to people.
Yes, and there's a difference between some of these that trips a lot of learners up, like say and tell.
Oh yeah, I always get confused between say and tell. What's the difference?
Okay, so say is just about the words. She said hello, but tell always has a person. She told me hello. You tell someone something.
Oh, so tell needs a person after it and say doesn't.
That's it. You got it. Say something, tell someone something.
Wow, that's such a simple rule. Why didn't anyone explain it like that before?
That's why we're here. Okay, let's keep moving. Next group, movement verbs. Walk, run, drive, ride, fly, sit, stand, move, stop, and arrive.
These are very physical, right? Like things your body does?
Exactly. And these come up all the time in stories. I walked to the coffee shop. I sat down and ordered. I arrived late because I missed the bus.
That sounds like my life every Monday.
Same. And notice, those sentences are simple, but they paint a whole picture. That's the magic of verbs.
It's like verbs are the engine of a sentence.
Oh, I love that. Yes, the verb is the engine. The other words are just passengers.
Wait, that's a great analogy. Can I steal that?
Please do. Okay, next group, and this is a fun one. These are everyday life verbs. Eat, drink, cook, sleep, wake, wash, clean, buy, pay, and work.
Oh, these are like survival verbs.
Yes, if you know these 10, you can talk about basically any day of your life.
I woke up, washed my face, cooked breakfast, ate, went to work, bought lunch, and paid for everything. That's a whole day.
With just everyday verbs. See how powerful that is?
Honestly, learning English doesn't have to be scary. It's just building with small pieces.
That's exactly the mindset. Small pieces, big sentences. And speaking of building, let's go to the next group. These are change and action verbs. Start, stop, open, close, finish, break, fix, build, create, and change.
These feel like verbs for projects and goals.
Yes, and also everyday situations. I started a new book. I broke my phone. I'm trying to fix it. I finally finished cleaning my room.
I need that last one. I need to finish cleaning my room.
Don't we all? And notice how start and finish are like a pair. Stop and open can be a pair too. These opposites help you remember both at the same time.
Oh, learn them in pairs. That's a great tip.
Always. Okay, here's where things get really interesting. We're going to talk about the helper style everyday verbs now. Help, try, learn, teach, show, find, lose, use, share, and remember.
These feel like relationship verbs or learning verbs.
Good observation. These are about connection and growth. Help me, try this, show me how. I can't find my keys. I always lose my umbrella.
Oh my gosh, lose. I use that every single day.
Everyone does. And find is its partner. Lose and find. You lose something, then you find it, hopefully.
Or sometimes you don't find it.
True. And remember, such a powerful verb. Do you remember your first English word?
Oh, wow, yes. Mine was apple. Very original.
Classic. But see, just asking, do you remember, opened up a whole conversation. That's the power of these verbs.
Okay, what's next? I'm really getting into this.
Now we've got thinking and deciding verbs. decide, choose, plan, hope, wish, believe, agree, disagree, forget, and guess.
Forget. May, I feel like I use this verb to excuse everything. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot is basically a full sentence for some people. But seriously, these verbs are so important for expressing opinions and choices.
Like, I agree with you or I disagree?
Exactly, and I believe this is right. I hope things get better. These make your English sound thoughtful and mature.
You mean like not just describing what happens, but what you think about what happens?
Yes, that's the difference between a basic speaker and a confident one. Confident speakers share their opinions using these verbs.
Okay, I want to be a confident speaker. I'm writing these down.
Good. Now, this is where things change up a little. We're going to talk about social verbs: meet, visit, join, invite, celebrate, thank, apologize, promise, and wait.
Oh, these are verbs for being with other people.
Exactly. Let's meet for coffee. I'll visit you this weekend. Join us. I want to invite you to my party.
These make me feel warm, like friendly verbs.
I love that. Friendly verbs. And apologize is so important. Saying, I apologize sounds more formal. In everyday English, we say, I'm sorry, or sorry about that.
You mean like apologize is the verb, but in real conversation, people just say sorry?
Right. Both are correct, but knowing the verb apologize helps you understand formal emails, news, or official conversations.
That's really useful. Okay, what do we have left?
We're getting close to the end, and I saved a really important group for last. These are everyday digital and modern verbs: search, send, type, click, post, upload, download, save, delete, and reply.
Oh, these are phone and computer verbs.
Yes, and you use them every single day without realizing they're English verbs. Search it online. Send me the file. I'll type it up. Don't delete that photo.
Wow, I never thought of click and upload as grammar lessons. I just do them.
That's exactly the point. You're already using English all day long, on your phone, on your computer. You just didn't realize it was English.
That honestly makes me feel so much better about my English level.
You should feel good. And listeners, you too. If you search something online, if you reply to a message, if you save a photo, you're using English verbs.
Okay, May, so we've gone through so many verbs today, but what's the best way to actually remember them all?
Great question. And here's my honest answer. Don't try to memorize a list. That's the old way, and it doesn't really work for speaking.
So what does work?
Use them. Pick 5 verbs today. Use them in real sentences about your real day. I woke up at 7. I checked my phone. I made coffee. I decided to study English. I'm learning something new.
Oh, so just talk about your day using verbs.
Yes, your daily routine is the best practice material you have. It's free, it's personal, and it's real.
I feel like I've been practicing English my whole life and I just didn't know it.
That's the whole point. English isn't a foreign world. It's just new labels for things you already do.
I really love that idea. New labels for things you already do.
And honestly, the more you listen to podcasts like this, the more these verbs just start to feel natural. You don't even think about them. They just come out.
Like how I said, I love that idea without stopping to think about the verb.
Exactly. You just used love naturally. That's fluency in action right there.
Wait, am I fluent?
You're on your way. Okay, before we close, let me do a super quick recap of all 10 verb groups we talked about today.
Yes, let's do it.
Group 1, basic action verbs: get, go, come, take, make, give, put, keep, let, set.
Group 2, thinking and feeling. Know, think, feel, want, need, love, like, hate, mean, understand.
Those are the emotion engine verbs.
Group 3, communication. Say, tell, ask, speak, talk, answer, explain, call, write, read.
Group 4, movement. Walk, run, drive, ride, fly, sit, stand, move, stop, arrive.
The body verbs.
Group 5, everyday life. Eat, drink, cook, sleep, wake, wash, clean, buy, pay, work.
Group 6, change and action. Start, stop, open, close, finish, break, fix, build, create, change.
The project verbs.
Group 7, helper and learning. Help, try, learn, teach, show, find, lose, use, share, remember.
Group 8, thinking and deciding. Decide, choose, plan, hope, wish, believe, agree, disagree, forget, guess.
The opinion verbs.
Group 9, social verbs. Meet, visit, join, invite, celebrate, thank, apologize, promise, wait.
And Group 10, digital and modern. Search, send, type, click, post, upload, download, save, delete, reply.
That's 100 verbs. We actually did it.
We did it! And honestly, these 100 verbs cover probably 80% of everything you need to say in everyday English.
That's amazing. So if you learn just these 100 verbs, you're already really well equipped?
Very well equipped. You can have conversations, tell stories, ask questions, express feelings, and navigate your whole day all with these verbs.
Okay, listeners, pick your favorites and start using them today. Don't wait.
And here's our question for you today. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which verb from today's episode do you use the most in your daily life? Write it in the comments below.
Yes, tell us your favorite everyday verb. I want to know. If you enjoy listening to our podcast, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this episode with someone who's learning English too.
And turn on notifications because we come back with a brand new episode every single day.
Every single day, that's right. We hope you enjoyed this session. Don't forget to leave us a comment and let us know which verb surprised you the most today.
Thank you so much for learning with us today, everyone.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye, everyone. Keep going. You're doing great.